Hello everybody and welcome back to episode 37 of the Ages of the Sky Let's Play. We're going to be taking it pretty easy this day. Today just with getting our Galactic Craft NASA Workbench all finished off. Pretty much got everything all set up to go. Just need to get all of this stuff here. So luminous crafting table, pretty easy. It's just done on the ritual like we did at the end of age 1 there. Just need some reinforced slate, pillars, aquamarine, crafting table, Necronomicon, easy stuff. And then 3 Ender alloys, so that's done with an Eye of Ender and 8 Chorus Fruit, and that'll get you 4, so we need to do 1 recipe of that, and then we need 5 of the basic, which is an Ender Pearl, and 8 of the Ender Biotite. And then we'll need 4 more Ender alloys, and then an extra Eye of Ender to make the Ender Alternator. The Ender Alternator powers the Ender Crafter, and to make the NASA Workbench we need the Ender Crafter itself in there, along with these other items, which I've pretty much all got prepared here now today. So we'll just go in here, we'll make our 2 Eyes of Enders, 1 I'll need for that recipe. And now the handy thing about the arc furnace here is that it's pretty smart, and you can just throw multiple different recipes in there at the same time and it will just craft them up as normal. And I actually could have split this into 3 different crafts there and it all would have finished off immediately rather than having to wait for it to do 3 different times, but not a big deal at all. Just get all of our ducks in a row here, and oh, I've totally forgot to get my luminous crafting table, so I'll do that off camera. But I will just show you the big thing I did off camera was my build. So I did a marble type build. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Did just some terracotta flooring. Took my time just finding out which chisels I like, some pillars in the middle, and we got our drawer system set up here. So I did do the large storage crate, made up the 1 extra external storage there, so now I can do all of my crafting in my crafting grid, which makes things a lot handier in there. So let me put together that luminous crafting table and we'll be back to finish off the episode. Alright, so while I recover some of my health from doing some of my blood magic, I just go over what I did with my drawers here. Now I forgot I needed no, not a marble. So I got, like I said, I went out in the world and found some terracotta and the white stuff. Obviously we just cooked that up here. So in my basement here I did move it down. I just haven't moved all of my machines down one yet so that I can get my floor fixed up. But I also kind of like it because it's kind of handy because I can just put things into my grill from upstairs or my kiln if I need to, and then worry about coming down and collecting it after it's done cooking up. So I used the terracotta to match the flooring down there. I did do 1 compacting drawer, but just to note that because the vanilla recipes for ingots, blocks, and nuggets are all disabled, putting a metal in there doesn't do anything. You just get whatever you put in there, whether it be a block or an ingot or a nugget. So I tried putting a redstone block in there and I can only get redstone blocks out. Same thing if I put just a piece of redstone, it's just there's no changing back and forth from blocks to other things. So I just did my melons for now for doing my melon pies when I do them. So compacting, I was going to do quite a few compacting drawers for all my metals, but obviously that doesn't work out, so we just did the rest of them there. For the other pieces of it, I used the monolith stone. And for the facing, I put pearl block. So pearl block is the facing, the outside is the terracotta, and then the frame part is the monolith stone. And I did all 2x2 drawers because we have a lot of different items and not a whole big numbers of stacks of items. So, you know, the 8 stack limit is more than enough for almost everything. I did do quite a bit of tin crafting, so I'm a little bit over my limit on tin, but that's fine there. So we'll just go over here. Now, we got our ender crafter. We've got our ender alternator. And I'll just put these down anywhere for now. And there we go. It's progressing through the craft to get our NASA Workbench. And I got a couple of bits and bobs left over, and that's why we go into the big storage crate. So as you can see, it's got 3 different pages of storage in there just for odds and sods, bits and bobs. And extra tin that I had left over. The one thing that you do want to make sure that you do is set your priorities. So you go down and look at your external storage, set your priorities. So I got my first storage drawer on 8, and I've got my drawer controller on 10. So whenever I put something into the system there, I can shift click into the system from here. And it'll go into, if it's got a drawer, it'll go into the drawer first. And then if there's no drawer for it, then it'll go into the storage. The other thing that you do kind of want to have as well is the key. And if you hold it in your offhand when you're placing the drawers, they lock automatically, but I always forget to do that. So I usually have to go back and manually lock them all after the fact, but not a big deal. And if you want to delete something out of there, like I think I had something in there that I didn't want in there, you have to unlock it, put one back in, and then take it out, and it'll disappear off of the drawer. So there we got our NASA Workbench. I'll just put this guy down over here. Looks pretty cool. And this is where we'll make our rocket ships. So in the next episode, we will be looking at getting to the moon. So we'll be making our rocket ship, going to the moon. We'll obviously need to get the spacesuit and all of its little things together so that we can survive in a zero atmosphere environment. And the landing pads, I think these are pretty easy. These 2 things are a little bit tricksy, but not too bad at all. You will need to use your compressor that we made in the last episode to get a bunch of compressed steel. We'll need compressed aluminum. We need compressed tin. These tin canisters, which are pretty easy. And I thought I saw bronze in here somewhere. Compressed steel. You'll need to make some invar gears. And where was the bronze? Compressed steel, tin. I swear there was some compressed bronze in there somewhere, but I guess never mind that for now. There's got to be some somewhere, but yeah, I've got quite a bit of it pressed up already, like 40 bronze, almost 2 stacks of steel, 2 stacks of tin, and what was the, aluminum is the other one I'm missing out. I gotta make, right? Yes, I'm gonna have to make up some compressed aluminum as well. So that is it for this episode. I hope you enjoyed. So what else is there in here? So I probably won't be doing a cooking for blockhead setup because my food is all pretty simple and it's all done in the cauldron anyways. And I'm not going to get all of the nether ores just yet. I might eventually end up getting them, but I feel no real hurry to get that because of all the byzantine that I found, which is getting me cobalt mining level on my pick and my axe anyways, and the speed on these is 10 too, so to get a little bit extra attack from doing a manual weapon isn't that great, because I now have my crystal sword with a 14 attack. Because I went ahead and got all my crystals up there. I had 100 and one at 99 purity, so I ended up with a 99 purity one. Not a big deal. Once that gets worn down a little bit, we can sharpen it back up on the grindstone, so that'll be good for quite some time for now. That is everything I want to touch base on in this episode, and in the next one, we will see you on our way into space. Have a good one.